All right, we are live.
Right.
We're live right before 4, so no one's here yet. I think we're
Yep.
in a few seconds and then everyone will come in.
I'll start dropping in.
All right, here we go. We are live. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Just give everyone a minute to start filtering in the room here. And today's webinar is all about Launcher Studio with PhotoDay and Bay Photo. So welcome, everyone. Hey, thanks for using the chat. And make sure everyone can see and hear us before we begin today. I think a couple housekeeping rules before we get too much into it. There's a little reconnect button at the top if for some reason you lose signal because everyone in the world is streaming right now. Just reconnect. And also, from the time that we're talking and we actually see your chat message pop up, there's about a 10-second delay. So, hey, everyone, we got a lot of people with us today. Ryan.
Yep.
So,
How's it going, everyone?
my name is Lisa. I'm with PhotoDay, and Ryan from Bay Photo is here with me. And wow, so yep, got a full room here. All right, cool. So let's just knock it out. So today we're going to be talking about everything about PhotoDay, what it is, how we're connected with Bay, our relationship, the products, all that good stuff, to kind of give you guys a introduction of what we are all about. Couple things that I wanted to kick this off with is, we want to be really sensitive of the situation that we're all facing right now. Today with everything going on in the country. And, what we hope that you walk away with today is kind of like a good understanding of what we're all about with the PhotoDay tool along the side of Bay Photo, how we can help you guys move forward when all of this dust finally settles. And, better prepare you for, if you are planning to take your business online, some of the things that we can assist and help you with. So, to be honest, guys, I was like really nervous to start and do this webinar today, just with everything going on. But I reached out to a couple of our PhotoDay users who are current, just to kind of get their feedback and how they feel about how things are going, and with the PhotoDay transition, and then moving their business online, and then all of this happening right now. And one of our students, actually a couple of them, all said the same things, really. And the 4 key points is one, it's all about no more paper forms and moving, which means no more manual processes, like saving time, which allows them to operate much leaner. So, they were very thankful that they had decided to move the PhotoDay early on because they are operating leaner. So everything happening right now, they were like trying to imagine how it would have affected them if they didn't do that, which I thought was pretty cool. And then another thing was, you can extend your sales year round with online ordering, because they're not just all ordering like on picture day, on that one day, all as a group, all in that volume as a whole. They're ordering throughout the year. The selling never really stops, which is pretty cool. And then today alone, we just launched a St. Patrick's Day promo with text marketing, and we did get some sales with that too. So that made a lot of our studios really happy. And then the other thing is it allows me, by getting rid of all those manual processes that you do with paper forms now, it allows you to focus on more proactive things like your sales and marketing plan, resource planning, and things like that. So you're not so worried about submitting orders to the lab anymore and things like that. And I guess, Ryan, I'm going to stop talking now and let you talk a little bit about why they decided to partner with PhotoDay and what it's all about for you guys.
Okay. Yeah, so, for Bay Photo, we've been catering to the needs of professional photographers for over 40 years. We always try to focus on quality products, impeccable service. And we really take pride in innovating new products. And in order to provide our customers with great products and solutions, we're always eager to explore new technology. We chose PhotoDay because we needed an online workflow sales solution for sports and event photographers that met the needs of studios and also anticipated the future of the entire industry. And we see PhotoDay as being flexible with well thought out features and powerful workflow tools to help school, sports, and event photographers sell more with less time and effort. And we really feel that PhotoDay's familiar commitment to innovation is going to make them a natural partner for us.
Oh, thanks for that. So we'll just get started, guys. So, and if you have any questions as we go along today, feel free to holler them out in the chat. And Wes Green is here. He's on Team PhotoDay too, and he'll be here to answer any questions that Ryan or I may not be able to get to as we go on. So, all right, let's go. I'm going to shut off my camera so you guys can see those slides here. So, what is PhotoDay all about? For those of you that are new, we are really just one workflow, one solution from beginning to end, and that includes e-commerce. So we're a completely paperless system. Everything is automatic, so no more sending orders to the lab because as your customers are ordering, those orders are being submitted directly to Bay Photo now. We're completely mobile. Mobile is so important. We'll go over that very soon here. And then, you can get smarter with that. So using online platform, collecting that data from your customers and from your events, you can get smarter with how you organize future events and how you present products and packages to your customers. And all of that efficiency leads to you becoming more profitable. So ultimately, those are our key points. Those are our goals to help you succeed with our solution. So why online? Everything we do now is shifting online, and especially right now. I don't know how many of you guys did grocery delivery this week, or even everything that I'm doing and managing my life is online right now. So it only is a natural fit that we move photography online. So and why we decided to go online is because if we look at stats here, 99% of US adults between the ages of 30 and 49 own a cell phone. And out of that, 92% of them own a smartphone. So they're managing their lives on a mobile device all day, every day. So it's very important to bring a solution that is very mobile friendly and continuously connects with them through their mobile devices to maximize your relationships with each one of those customers. And the reason that this demographic is important is because that is majority of the ages of parents of school-age children between the ages of 5 and 17. And that is our target market when we're looking at the demographic for school-age children that are playing sports, that are in dance, that are going to school, all those things that we photograph in the volume atmosphere. So that's why those numbers are very important. Now, when you bring your marketing offline to online, everything changes. How you connect with them, also the products that you're selling. So that's what's really important as a take home here. As a studio myself, and I worked in a studio years ago, and we tried online platforms as it came out, and we were unsuccessful. The buy rates weren't there. People weren't getting the messages. They were having problems, things like that. And our sales just weren't there. And it wasn't until a lot of trial and error did we realize that it is very important that you have a complete offline to online marketing strategy. Your entire strategy changes and how you do everything changes. And what PhotoDay is all about is supplying you with those tools and the resources that you need to implement that strategy so you can be 100% successful. So what I want to start here now is I'm going to show you a video, and this video is what your customer, the parents, experience when moving to an online flow. So what I want to make clear before I play this video is that we have an answer to prepay. So a lot of people don't like to go online because maybe you're not getting those pre-sales anymore. Well, in PhotoDay, we have what's called advance pay. For anyone that doesn't know, and advance pay works pretty much like a gift card, and it's allowing you to sell a credit now that they can apply to an order later, so you can get that skin in the game. And this example of the parent experience is a gallery that is set up using advance pay, so you can kind of wrap your head around like how that's all going to work for your parents. And then I'm going to show you how it all works and how you set that up in our studio panel, so you can see the end-to-end what it all looks like for you. So let me just get this video up and going and play.
Here's a quick run through the ordering process for parents. This is assuming the gallery they're subscribing to is taking advantage of advance pay, which allows parents to purchase credit that goes toward their final orders while they wait for their photos to become available. Parents text your gallery's access code to our PhotoDay shortcode of 90738. In return, they'll get a link which allows them to purchase an advance pay credit. Once the parent selects an amount they'd like to purchase, they fill out their name and phone number. They'll be asked to verify their phone number by receiving a verification code via text, which they'll enter on the checkout screen. PhotoDay accounts are tied to phone numbers. This is how we'll know to apply the credit to their eventual purchase. Once the customer has filled out their payment information, they just hit Place Order, and their credit is officially purchased. Once you make your photos available to order, the parent will receive an update via text letting them know that they can now make their purchases. This tag will contain a link that takes them directly to your gallery, which will prompt them with choices regarding how they wish to locate their photos. They can use our facial recognition technology FaceFind, search by tags, or just browse the entire gallery. You can also limit what options appear here. In this example, our parent will use FaceFind since it will be the quickest way for them to find their photos. They'll be prompted to take a photo of the subject they're looking for or upload an existing photo. FaceFind will then match that reference photo with any photo in the gallery that contains that face. Parents can then choose which photos they'd like to order by selecting one and then hitting the Shop Now button. This will bring them to your storefront where they can select from any packages or a la carte items you've set up with your price sheets. In this example, our parent will select a package that contains 2 prints, a digital download, and a memory mate. Crops can be easily adjusted on the prints, and at any point, an image on a product can be swapped out via the Change Image button. Customizable items such as memory mates will prompt our parent with theme and text options before adding them to the cart. Once all options are selected, our parent will be able to fill out their address and preferred shipping method on the checkout screen. Since they previously purchased a credit under this account, it'll automatically apply to their order total at the bottom. On this screen is where they can enter any additional coupon codes you might have promoted with your gallery. They'll automatically apply to the order total as well. Once the parent is happy with their order, they tap the Place Order button, and they're all set. Their order will be shipped right to their door as soon as it's processed by the lab.
All right, and that was the parent experience. I'm gonna bring back my slide deck here. Hold on 1 second. All right, and we'll just keep going on here. All right, cool. So online, I'm gonna shut my camera off again. Sorry. So online, what are you really selling? Well, there's 2 really important things when you are going to go offline to online here. The first thing is image. Image is everything. So in the online world, parents see those images and then they convert to sale, right? Views to purchases. So your image matters most, and not just one image. With moving online in this PhotoDay workflow, you can offer multiple images. And the more images that you offer, the more inventory you have to sell. And that's where we're really seeing those higher AOVs and higher sales, is because of the more images that are being added to the galleries. And it's very easy for parents to find their images, and even for you to organize your images using the tools that PhotoDay has. So the second most important thing is communication, and we'll go over that soon. So before that, is Ryan's gonna come back and talk about like the quality products and the service that you get access to when you use PhotoDay alongside of Bay Photo. So Ryan, you wanna come talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So, us at Bay, we always strive to, get the orders out as quick as possible. And that's one of the great things with PhotoDay as well is, the customer can be placing an order anytime. It comes right into the lab. And for most photographic prints, the order's out within, 12 to 24 hours. As far as, sports and the products we offer, we have, a variety of memory mates, magazine covers, and a bunch of different styles and options, and customize with colors and whatnot. So we pretty much have everything we could need to serve you guys as well as we can.
So thanks for that. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for that. I was muted.
Sure.
Muted. So now I want to talk about some results, what it looks like when you bring business online, and how we break things down and explain some of the marketing strategies that took place to actually get there. And I hope this helps you visualize like how everything works. So this is results from a spring baseball league last spring. And this league in particular it's a rec league, and there were 405 opt-ins. In the world of PhotoDay, what an opt-in is how many parents text the access code that you created to our short code 90738. So on picture day, if your gallery is in advanced pay status and you're pre-selling, or even weeks leading up to picture day, parents can be texting an access code to get connected and get notifications regarding picture day and go ahead and make their advance payment. So those are people that are connecting to your gallery, so we can officially text market to them and notify them every step of the way. So those 405 people resulted into 294 orders. In PhotoDay, you no longer have like an apples to apples when comparing it to forms, because those people can place have multiple kids on one order. So if they have more than one kid playing in the same league, they can check out all together. So that order rate might be a little bit different if you're comparing it to paper forms. But the important thing here is we want to look at advanced pay sales. How many advanced pay sales did this studio actually make? They made $8,300 in advanced pay sales. They did another $8,000 on top of that in order sales once they all converted, for a total of $16,000. But what's really cool here is that AOV, that $51 AOV. And I think this was a very high volume shoot. So there was only 3 to 5 poses or expressions of each kid, as well as the team photos that were in here. So Al, that's a great question. So in this league, most of the kids were photographed because this was a fundraiser. I'm going to talk a little bit about the marketing here. So how this studio got them hyped up about picture day is he created a video, put it on YouTube, shared it with the league so they could share it with the parents, and they talked about supporting the league by buying picture day packages. So he sold $35 advance pay credits prior to picture day, just had one credit on his credit sheet, sold $35. And if they bought the $35 credit, they received a special offer for free shipping off their order of $35 or more. So the first 48 hours the gallery was published, the customers also received a free social sharing download with each package purchase. What that did was it gave them the incentive to order soon. So as soon as they published a gallery, another message was sent, and we do that with PhotoDay in our support chat. And you just request that when you're getting ready to publish a job, and we work with our studios on that marketing plan. So they get a follow-up text, hey, the gallery's published. Hey, if you order in the first 48 hours, you get a free social sharing download. And all you have to do is add that to each package and then just take it away when that special is over. So after 3 weeks, we did a countdown to the end of the fundraiser. And then after 5 weeks, we did a best pricing, expired the best pricing. So all of our messaging in PhotoDay, we want to remain positive. We don't ever want to tell somebody like, hey, we're going to jack up the prices after 10 days. We'd rather say, hey, order now to get the best pricing. So always the messages needs to be positive. Chris, it's an excellent question. What happens if parents don't want to use their phone? Yes, so PhotoDay has multiple pieces, and we're going to go into that soon. So we have our studio panel. We also have native apps for both iOS and Android that your customers can download and use an in-app experience, which, as we all know on our phones, apps are really great with user experience. We also have mobile web and desktop web. So no matter how you're reaching them, if they text, if you sent them emails with the link to the gallery and the access code, they're able to access it on any device. So we're very flexible there. So this is an example of a dance school that was done on-site sales. And what's really cool about this, and this was the first time a studio's ever done it, and I always like to show this example because it was the first time and it was super successful. So in this case here, this studio wanted to sell on site. So what she did was she brought tablets, she ran the PhotoDay web gallery, and then she had photographed on site, had a runner to dump the images from the card into a platform. All those orders were already submitted to the lab. Parents had picked their poses, they picked what prints they wanted in the items and the packages available, and it was all submitted to the lab, and she left with this money in her account and an average order of $94.68, which totally killed the year before numbers. So she was very happy with this. And she was able to do that all on site. So if you're able to connect the Wi-Fi, if you're able to do that all on site, you can. So can you guys still hear me? No sound? Oh no. No,
I can still hear you.
You can still hear me? I didn't hit the mute button. So if you guys can't hear me, everyone's saying, oh, reconnect if you lost sound. That might have been a blip in the webinar software here. So making sure you can set it up where parents order only after seeing photos, no prepay. Correct, Robin. Yes, they only, when they place their order in PhotoDay, they have to be ordering the actual images, but they can order an advance pay credit to use later up until your event with PhotoDay. So our next, thanks guys for giving me a shout out here, letting you know you can hear me. So I don't know what happened there. So military ball, this was a event. So I wanted to show you guys like a variety of different types of jobs being used or being put into PhotoDay. So this was a military ball the year prior, actually the years prior, because the studio has photographed this same event for many years. She had brought out printers to print on site. And did a green screen, like kind of express digital thing on site. And she's like, I don't want to do all this year. She's actually having a baby. She's like, I don't want to do all this year. I want to just make things easier and do it all PhotoDay. So that allowed her to bring half the staff because she wasn't doing on site. And she actually did 2 different setups, one green screen and one outdoors on the balcony because there was a really pretty setting out there. So she just had 2 photographers, herself and another photographer there, and some posters, and they were saying, hey, text the opt-in code here, make an advance pay credit. We'll give you free shipping off orders 25 or more. If you make this $25 credit, you get to redeem it towards your order. And this job actually made a total of $6,200, which is a $46 average. But the cool thing about this is she made about $2,000 more gross sales on this job than she did the year before doing print on site. And then people were still able to continue and order more later if they were connected and maybe they didn't order enough on that day and they wanted to order more. So it's just continuous year-round ordering there, which it just doesn't stop like a print on site event would typically just stop and get cut off. So I thought that those were 3 really good examples to show you guys. And it all comes back to your marketing strategy for how to market online. So this is just an example of one of the resources PhotoDay has to offer you. I want to show you guys like everything in the studio panel here. So I'm going to show you guys where to pull all of those resources from and how our interface looks once you get in to set up a job. So I think this is one of the most exciting parts of PhotoDay. So give me a second so I can share my screen. And if you guys would just let me know you can see my screen okay, that would be awesome. But I'm just going to go in here. So this is my demo account. So when you log into the studio panel, and this will work on any platform, whether you're Mac or PC. This is for all web-based software. You don't have to install anything. So this is our studio panel. And here we're trying to show you the most current sales, how many orders you have total, your total gross sales, your average order value across all the platforms. A really cool management tool. Our users get really excited when they see all their numbers right here in front of them. You'll see your upcoming jobs listed in chronological order. You'll see your latest orders as they roll in here. There'll be a little asterisk next to them if they have an advance pay credit applied, so you can quickly see if people are applying their credits or not. We have a couple other useful resources in here, but one of the most important things is our live chat bubble. So we're always here to support you guys if you get stuck. If you have a question, if you have feedback for us, we love listening to your feedback as you go in and figure things out. It really helps us improve the software and tailor it directly for you. So we love that part about PhotoDay. So We also have down here is a link to all of our previous webinars. There's some more in-depth ones about marketing, also about little different features, how to sell downloads, how to make your price sheets, all that stuff you can find right here. There's a shortcut right inside your Studio Dash. There's also a sales kit here. So if you've never had PhotoDay, never tried PhotoDay before, if you're completely new, if you're looking, if you're new to volume photography and you're looking to book some events and try it out, we have a complete sales kit in here. Or if you're just wanting to share with your other events that you might be doing a paper process with and you want to bring them online, we have videos in here that you can download that explain the process. We have a Powered by PhotoDay sell sheet in here. You can download this as a Photoshop file so you can brand this for your own studio. It has our key selling points when you're presenting the PhotoDay workflow to a new organization or a school. And then we have like a how-to video of the process, how it works for the parents that I showed you guys in the beginning. Any of these videos you can download. We have users that download them now. They do custom intros and outros to make those videos tailored more to them. But hopefully you guys find these useful. Once you book a job and you want to start marketing that event, we have a complete marketing kit in here for you. Everything from, and all these are Photoshop files, so the wording's already done. You can just brand it, put your logo on it, and make it feel more for you. But we have posters in here already for you with instructions. We have banner templates. We have social media graphics, rack cards, like little business cards to print out that are colorful. And you guys can change these and update these however you want to make them more look branded for you. But we wanted to take a lot of the guesswork out when building your online marketing strategy and kind of give you guys the basis to take it from there. So everything is here for you guys in the marketing kit for that. So a couple of other important things. We're just going to start. You have a tour over here that'll pop up when you sign in for the first time. It'll walk you through all the key things you need to do to get started so you're not so overwhelmed. And then over here under My Studio, we're going to start here because these are some really important things that we want to set up. So this will be here when you sign up for the first time, which, by the way, it's totally free to sign up for PhotoDay. We have no monthly or annual fee. We only make money when you guys make money, and we'll discuss fees at the end. So, so if you wanted to play around with this, upload some jobs, try it, try out the face recognition, which we call Face Find. You can totally do that totally for free. So over here, the studio address, some of our partner labs will print the return address on the label. Some do like a white label shipment. I'm pretty sure that Bayphoto does like the white label thing. So what we use your address for here is going to be how we collect taxes on your behalf. Now, we don't pay taxes for you. We don't remit them to your state, but we do collect them and deposit them into, with your studio profit, into your Stripe account. So we'll get to that in a second. So under the Stripe account here, you'll need Stripe. That's our only payment gateway right now. That's how you collect and receive your payments. That's how everyone gets paid. So you'll want to set up a Stripe account, just connect it to your bank account right here in our dashboard. If you operate and pay sales tax in multiple states, this is where you set up additional tax nexus. If you're not, like if you're in California now and you have a job in Nevada, but you only do that every so often and you don't have a nexus there, you're not paying tax there, then you wouldn't add that here. We wouldn't collect tax for you there. So that's up to you how you set that up. And then over here under logos and watermarks, this is really important. But this logo here, you upload your own logo, and that will appear on some of the things like the jobs have specific flyers, on HTML flyers that you can create to help spread the news about Picture Day. Also, your company logo will appear on the advance pay credits when they're shopping at the store. It'll say your company name, so it looks like they're buying a gift card for your business. The watermark, we have a default one in here just to cover you in case you forget to put one on and publish a gallery. You do want to protect your photos with a watermark. It says global to your every job in the whole gallery, in all of your PhotoDay jobs. So this is here. You can replace it with your information if you want. However, I just wanted to bring up, it's very important for you to know, if your customers are shopping in the iOS app or the Android app, they've downloaded the native app experience, they cannot take a screenshot. It will block them from taking a screenshot. So we have a lot of studios who push downloading the app before place an order just because they know they can't screenshot. So, but your customer can still access it on the mobile web or desktop web, which the technology is really not there yet to protect for screenshots, but it's probably going to get there pretty soon. And as soon as we can do it, you can bet we'll implement that for you guys for that added level of protection. And then over here under users. So under users here, this is where you would add additional users to use PhotoDay Capture. Now, if you're familiar with barcoding or QR coding and private galleries and things like that, PhotoDay Capture is our solution to that. It's part of it. So instead of barcodes or QR codes, we replace that with a face, and we use Face Find to match images to their private folders. And PhotoDay Capture is the app that helps do that all. So you can have multiple users here. There's no additional charge for any additional seats for this. You can add as many users or photographers as you'd like to be using PhotoDay Capture on any mobile device, whether it's iOS, a tablet, an iPad, or an Android device, so that they can use for private protection of galleries. So individually protected galleries. I've said that backwards. So that's everything under my studio. I'm going to come back here and I want to show you guys a couple resources over here that we have. I did show you the sales and marketing kit, but under the support section, there's a lot of getting started material here. So we have like a step-by-step. How do you set up a picture day with PhotoDay? How do I sell credits before PhotoDay? We have all this as a step-by-step, downloadable flyers that you guys can help train your staff or just to reference for yourself. We have a whole guide here on how to make sure your buy rates are where they need to be. Every tip, trick, and secret we have learned, we are sharing with you guys because we want you to be 100% successful. And we also have a really awesome users guide in here. And basically it gives you everything you need to know about PhotoDay, PhotoDay Capture, and all the different tools we offer. So we're boosting, giving you guys all the knowledge we possibly can about our products. So I just wanted to show you guys some top level stuff there. And Amy, you have a question. What does cost us? Is there an application? So we're going to talk about cost at the end, but just as a rough overview, the PhotoDay fee is 10% of your retail sale before tax and shipping. It's not a total transaction fee. It's just before tax and shipping. And we take our 10%. So that is the only way we get paid is when you guys get paid. And then Al has a question. How long are those private uploaded photos for Face Find saved by PhotoDay before deleted? If you're referring to the reference photos, I don't believe we're saving them at all. I think they go up and they create like the data map and then they're quickly matched. But we do have a whole biometrics policy and privacy policy that's here, and it's also front facing in the customer's galleries, so they can reference those guidelines and do whatever they want. We are compliant with all of those privacy laws down here, so hopefully you guys can check that out if you need to, but we haven't run into so much of a problem with that so far in PhotoDay world. So over here I want to show you guys some key points about the store. So we have 4 things that you need to do to get started and get up and selling. And you can do it really, really fast. So obviously we already talked about payment settings. We're going to talk about price sheets next. This is probably the most complicated PhotoDay gets, is when I show you guys how we build out a price sheet. So I'm going to make a price sheet here. We're going to call it Bay Demo, and we're going to connect the Bay photo so we can see all their amazing products. And every product I add to this price sheet, I just wanted to default mark it up 100%. This is just a starting point, guys. So you can reprice things however you want to sell, whatever you want to sell them for. So this is just a starting point. So once we get in here, we can check out the shipping rates. These are the shipping rates that your customers are presented with. Because everything in PhotoDay kind of like works like Amazon. So when your customer orders, the orders go right to the lab. They pay the lab, they'll pay Bay for their shipping, and then Bay receives it. They get your customer gets a text notification back. The order's been received. When Bay ships it, usually same day or very early next day, they get a text message again with the confirmation that the order has shipped, as well as a tracking number. So these are the different shipping rates your customer can pick from. If they wanted the order fast, if they wanted to overnight it to themselves, they certainly can pay the $14.95 and have their order in 1 to 2 days in their hands. So when you're pitching these organizations or these schools and they're asking you about turnaround time, the answer is now, as fast as people order them, they're going to get them. And everything here is trackable. So I think that's a really cool selling point. So when you sign up, you don't need to enter your Bay Photo account number to connect directly to PhotoDay. So that does not need to happen on the Bay end, but I think they do connect somehow. Ryan will have to answer that question for me, because I'm not exactly sure how Bay knows that it's you. But they do all come through PhotoDay directly to Bay Photo once you set up your price sheet for Bay and attach that to a job. So I want to show you guys about packages now. Building packages, let's go in here. I'm going to create a package. So when you're making your packages for online, there's a couple important things. You don't want to name them package A, B, C, D, or whatever anymore, because that really isn't relevant, and that's valuable market space we can use now. 1 second. Chris, can parents or studios combine orders to save on shipping? No, it's kind of one-to-one ordering. We don't have bulk shipping at this time. However, Gabby, to answer your question, if they want the school wants all the orders delivered directly to them, bulk shipping is definitely something that we are developing right now that we aim to have available later in the year. So it's definitely something that a lot of people have asked us for, and we are definitely working on that. Janine has a good question. Can photos be edited after orders are taken and before being sent to Bay Photo? We do suggest that when you put your photos into PhotoDay, that they are, at least edited, that they look good when you're presenting them to the parents, so they will buy them. So you don't want them like too underexposed or anything like that. But for final edits, there is no way to pause an order before it goes all the way to the lab. So when they're ordering, it has to be their final image, if that makes sense. So all orders have to be final edited before uploading the PhotoDay, because when those parents order, it goes right to Bay. It does not pass go. It goes right there. They print it and then they send it right back out again. So it's very, very fast. So I'm going to go back into this. So I'm going to call this the large family package, because obviously if you have a large family, this is the package you want to buy. And then this package description, you don't have to put what is in the package here, because PhotoDay does that automatically for you. So don't put that here. So what you want to put here is, like, you want to use it for marketing, like save 15% by ordering this package. You can put get a free social sharing download or something like that. And then we can start building out the package. So you're going to come in here to the complete lineup of products. So from here, you can design your package. So I'm just going to do just a regular package that has some, we'll do some memory mates. Let's see. I'm going to put a memory mate. Daniel is asking, are there any retouch options? Not right now, but it's definitely something that's coming. So we are working on retouching right now. There's a lot of things that are being added. And just for anyone tuning in right now, we, PhotoDay, just a little bit of back history. We launched our product about roughly almost 2 years ago now. And we launched a minimum viable product. It was very baseline, and we really listened to our users that were adopting it, telling us were all the important things that they needed to be successful. And we've been building out since then. So all this feedback you guys give, we listen to, we record, and we implement new features. And we're adding things weekly, which is really cool. So, and then Jesse, you asked if there any possibility of a Lightroom plugin for Bay Photo or PhotoDay. So no, at this time, it doesn't go right from Lightroom up to the PhotoDay cloud. However, we do work with Lightroom keywords. Oh, thanks, Wes, for answering that question. So I'll go back to my packages now. Thank you. So over here, is I'm gonna put in here a memory mate, and then I'm gonna throw some regular prints in this package just so you can see how it works. So I'm gonna put an 8x10. I'm gonna put a couple 5x7s, and when I add 5x7s here, if you notice I'm putting them on separate lines, it's because I want parents to be able to pick from multiple poses for those 5x7s. If I didn't want that to happen, I would just make this a pack of 4 5x7s, and they would have to order all of the same size. So I'm just going to put that in there. I'll put some, I'll just get some 3x5s going in there. Maybe another set of 3x5s, and then maybe some wallets. To make it 8 wallets. And then as you can see the base cost here, that is the cost of the products that's the cost of the products. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. That's coming directly from the lab. This is the markup. If you realize, like, notice we set in the very beginning 100%. So it's just marking up the base cost to 100%, but you can adjust your retail price here for this package to cost whatever you want. And then you'll see your markup, which is your profit on that package. And then once you save here, your package will be here. Now, you'll see the PhotoDay fee, which is 10% of your retail sale. You'll see the base cost here, and you'll see the markup. The only fee that we're not showing here is the Stripe credit card processing fee, because that's on your total order. So we don't know what that total order is going to be yet. So we can't show you the Stripe fee here. So, but we'll go into that in detail here in a bit. And you know what? I totally forgot that I was supposed to add a social sharing download to this package. So let me just go ahead and add that now, because I did put that in there. So, and then I'll just replace it and save. So, okay, cool. So now you guys see that. So here you can duplicate your package and then just go ahead and open and edit it. So, you know, creating packages is super easy. Leave the same description if you want, just get rid of some prints. Make that package smaller, but I just wanted to show you guys how easy that was to make that, to make your packages work. You can also do things like download only packages. So, or you can do print and download packages. So you can do anything like that. So, oh, Chris, did you specify a single social sharing download? Oh, yeah, I did. I went in there and added it. I don't know if your chat's, the chat's just delayed here, but yeah, it's just one. So if you wanted it to be more than one, you would just go in here and add another line item. So this package would have 2 downloads in it. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm just gonna come over here and save that. And then I'm gonna make a, we'll say pack of 4 downloads. So we can talk about high-res downloads here. So you can put save $10 a download by ordering this package, whatever you want here to use marketing lingo here. So yes, there's only one download because each download is their own product. So here, if I wanted to offer this package to have 4 downloads in this package, I would just add the download 4 times to this package, and then I would price it accordingly for what I want to sell 4 downloads for. And then obviously how they get those downloads from PhotoDay is right over into their order receipt. Once they place their order, they'll get a receipt and it'll have a link to download each image that they ordered as a download. So hopefully that makes sense. So then we can start building out our a la carte section. So a la carte section, super simple. It's basically anything that's not on their packages. And we categorize the items here. It appears like that when your customers are shopping too, so they don't see a whole bunch of products all at once. So I'm just gonna grab over a bunch of specialty items here, just because it's more fun. And then you might wanna take like the smaller items like the buttons and only sell them in packs of 2. That kind of helps you establish a minimum order. The same thing with the magnets. You know, you don't have to offer all these magnets. There's so many different magnet products in here, but you can go crazy if you want because they'll be shopping and reading descriptions and all that stuff. You don't even have to put product descriptions or thumbnails. Like we do all of that for you guys, so you don't have to do anything like that. And Shay, there is no way right now to require buying a package before adding other products. However, that's a very popular feature request that we do get often. We do find a lot of people order the package, and then they order additional products anyway. We don't see, or they're ordering a whole lot of a la carte items because there's a lot of image inventory. So the concern on paper forms, where we want them to flock to a package first before they can order a la carte, it's not really the same online because they're seeing multiple poses. They're seeing more than one team photo. If you did a funny group photo and a serious group photo, you're giving them more options to buy. So we don't really see many very small orders like you would on paper forms, and people only ordering a group photo because they don't know what the pictures are gonna look like yet. And that's why, like I say, image is everything when going online, because the more you create, the higher your sales are gonna be, and you have this platform to sell them, which makes it really easy. So if you want to enforce that minimum order, I just sell those smaller items in multiple packs. And then that will help you with that minimum order. But I mean, honestly, we don't see it very often. So I don't think it's so big of a concern, but you guys can certainly, test it out and see what your customers think or how they react. So over here, you can price out, you can use charm pricing now. There's a whole blog about pricing psychology and how to price and how to use context to sell and what charm pricing is. When you go online, you don't have to worry about those rounded numbers and including sales tax and all that stuff anymore, because now it's all added in like by line items, just like how everyone else shops, just like Amazon. So you can use more of those pricing strategies now, which I highly recommend, because $14.99 sounds cheaper than 15 bucks. So you want to make sure you're using that charm pricing when you're moving online as well. And then of course you can sell a la carte digital downloads if you'd like. I personally don't recommend this because downloads are super valuable. I always recommend selling downloads in packs, especially for doing multiple poses. There's a lot of value behind that and kind of mixing it up with the prints. I think selling them a la carte could limit you, but it really depends on the type of event that you're doing. So this is really up to you. And we have a whole webinar about selling downloads and pricing downloads. So if you guys have never sold downloads before, we share a ton of information in that webinar, and Wes will hopefully pull me that link and paste it so you guys can save it for later if you wanted to check that out. So another I'm gonna go back out because that's price sheets. That's what they're all about, guys. That's it. So another really cool thing is your offers. Offers are a really great part of selling online. I never want you guys to think about it as discounting your products or your services. Offers are used to incentivize them and to have them order more. Thank you for Wes for posting that link. But you can incentivize them to order more, like spend 50 or more, get this. And you can also incentivize them to order sooner by expiring those offers or coupon codes. So there's to be used as part of your overall marketing strategy. Or if you're taking advantage of our promos, which the one that we just ran today was Get Lucky on St. Patrick's Day. So if you're taking advantage of the promos, you can throw all your jobs into here and it will text, and you can attach a deep discount. If this is second sale, we make it really easy here. And the writing's already done. You just attach the offer that you want to offer and then save and start it. And this is like a crock pot, guys. You set it and forget it. And then you can do that. So Kevin, right now, there's no way to use a product versus a cash discount. But that is something that we did build a while ago, and it got a little complicated, so it's kind of hidden right now. But we are looking into that as well sometime, someday down the road. So, but you can do for offers, there's different parameters in here you can set. So I'm going to put spring special, and the offer code will be spring 10. And then this is going to be a fixed dollar amount of $10. I can put a minimum order on this, so they have to spend 70 bucks to get the $10 off. If you want to do that, you can expire it. You can make it expire at the end of the month if you're planning to go live and you want to push an offer out on picture day. If you're doing like a discount for a specific reason, if you have like a teacher helper or team mom or something like that, and you wanted to give them like 50% off an order, you can make your max redemption one, give them a single coupon code. And on that coupon code, you can make it only redeemable one time. So they can only use it once. They can't share that deep discount around with other people. That's what Max Redemptions does. If you want to use it as overall as part of your marketing plan, then just leave it at 0 because it'll be unlimited here. And then you can also stack free shipping on top of this. If you give away free shipping, it is only off the lowest tier shipping. They can't get free shipping on overnight or anything like that. So it's only off the lowest tier shipping. And the shipping amount will be deducted from your studio profit to pay for the shipping. So that's how shipping works. We never take payment from you guys. We only pay all parties are paid according to that end customer's transaction. So Kevin, there is a great webinar. It's called Kick-Ass Marketing in an Online World. And oh, thanks, George. But it's all about marketing online, how to use those coupon codes and incentives and all that stuff as part of your marketing plan that you might want to check out. And I think we're doing it live next month, but it's the same presentation. I did it out at SPAC, and then I just did it when I got back from SPAC as a webinar format so people could go back and watch it. There's a lot of helpful information in there for you if you want to check that out too. So this is where you set up advance pay. So advance pay credit sheets, you can have multiple credit sheets depending on what you're using them for. Advance pay is super versatile. You can use it for all different things. This one I'm going to put spring sports. And then you can have up to 4 credits. So on this credit sheet, I'm just going to make one $25 credit. You can add a description here so your customers can see what they can use that credit for. Some quick examples. If you're using this for prepay, like in a sports environment, and instead of having them pre-buy a package, you just want to give them a $10, $15, $20 skin in the game commitment before you take their photo, you can use it like that. It's like buying a ticket to go to a concert, and then you upsell them on drinks and other things and t-shirts when they're there. So you can use it like that. You can use it in the world of dance photography. If you're doing like, they have to pay per costume that they're photographing, you can collect credits. You can actually require their name when they purchase a credit, so you can check and see who purchased a credit and who didn't. So you can use it in all different ways. I just wanted to show that. We have studios that sometimes use it as like a mini session deposit fee, and then they can apply that towards their order later. So all different things you can use that for. So I just wanted to make a credit here so you can have up to 4 on a sheet, but I recommend keeping it simple depending on what your use case is going on. So we're going to go ahead and set up a job with everything I just made so we can see what this looks like. So I'm going to call this one Bay Demo. I'm just going to assign it to an organization I already had set up. You can add organizations here. It's just like a little mini CRM for you guys. You can select your job category here. I'm just going to pick you sports, your picture day date, which will just be on Friday. And then you can estimate the number of kids being photographed and create that. Once you get into this part, you can pick your gallery access level. So we have the private gallery. That's where every person will have their own access code. It's a little bit harder to communicate because you're communicating a private access code for every single person. If you're doing like a dance school or like a rec league or anything like that, and you can get away with a group gallery, it's one passcode for the entire gallery. You can only share that within that organization. Doesn't get shared. They can't get to it. There's no public URL for them to get to. They have to enter that code to get in there. And then you have the public gallery, which is the only difference between this and the group. There's still one main code, but there's also a direct URL that takes them right into the gallery, and they don't have to have that special access code to get in. So for the group gallery here, I'm just going to do an example of what that looks like, and I'm going to call set our access code as Bay Demo. And I just wanted to show you guys how fast you can get set up and going for any of those last minute events. So as of right now, if you guys like pulled out your cell phones and text this Bay Demo, and I'm going to put it here. If you text Bay Demo to 90738, which is our short code, you will start being connected to this gallery for notifications, for instructions, what's going on. Just from what I just showed you, that's how fast you can get set up and going. Now, if you wanted to get it set up and selling really fast, that's where advance pay comes in. So you can essentially come in here and attach the credit sheet that we made, the Spring Sports credit sheet. We don't have to incentivize it with an offer, but we can. So we can say if you make that advance payment, you're going to get the special offer. This is totally optional for you to offer. You can also require them to put their name in of the person being photographed when they buy their credit. And then you can toggle this on and off to preview their storefront. So I'm going to go ahead and save this now. And if if you had already texted, or if you're texting now, it's going to put you in the sales marketing cycle of like, hey, now it's time to buy a credit, right? So to check at any time if people are actually texting your code, you can go over to the insights panel and you can actually see the people that have texted and then if they ordered anything yet for you. So that's how fast you can get up and running. And as fast as you can create those marketing resources to spread the word, you can also create a custom marketing flyer or URL page to share with your organization or contacts to start connecting to the gallery right inside the job. So you can get that flyer out really fast. And I'm just going to show you what that looks like here. It's going to be an advanced pay flyer, has all the lingo in here, has the access code already in it. And then I can create and save this flyer, and you can customize that text if you wanted to with the little edit tool. But I can actually view this now. It's actually a web URL. So I can blast that out, put it on the social channel, have my organization send it out. There's a great blog post that we wrote with existing PhotoDay users all about PhotoDay communications that walks you through the most important things and how to effectively communicate with your organizations and get those, raise the awareness about Picture Day. That's located on our blog, and I'm sure Wes will throw that link up here for me in a little bit too. So I just want to show you how that makes a web page for you that you can share. Or you can email it directly to your contact from here, or you can just download it as a PDF flyer. So those are all, and you can print some out to have on hand or pass out, depends on what you're using the gallery for. You can do that. So now we're going to get to the photo upload part. So let's just say everyone text the code and you went out and executed Picture Day, and now you're going to upload photos to the gallery. So over here, I can upload folders, or I can just grab some JPEGs. We only right now accept JPEG files in here, so you can only upload JPEGs, no PNGs or anything crazy like that. So I'm gonna go in here on my desktop and select this folder because I know it has 2 more folders in it and a couple images of some cheerleaders and dancers from a school. So let's see. Shay, good question. So if they don't use a cell phone, do they need to download an app on their computer? No, we have a direct web link, or they can visit galleries.photoday.io and enter that special access code in that you give them, and they get right into their gallery on any device. Also, we do not have the page that translates to Spanish yet, but it's definitely something we are working on because we got a lot of requests for that over the fall. So talking a little bit about uploading, when you upload your pictures to PhotoDay, it's going to run FaceFind on all of your images. It also will look at your images and will look if you use Lightroom keywords to organize your images within Lightroom. You can have the option to use those as tags. Now, tags are a way for you to organize your files, not just so you can see it, but these are also front-facing to your customers. So when you upload here, if this folder structure, it had NHS and inside there was a folder for cheer and a folder for dance. So it organized them as I uploaded, so you don't have to do it again. Now you can tag more in here. So if you wanted to, oops, let me deselect that. Sorry, didn't mean to select them all. But if you can tag in here, so if you wanted to add an additional tag here for these group photos and just put groups, and create a new tag and update it, then you can create a new tag for groups. So you can tag in here, you can tag with Lightroom keywords, you can tag using the folder structure when you upload. So you can do any of those things to help organize your photos. Also, just a quick thing, under the settings, you can toggle on and off search options. So if I only wanted my customers to not get stuck in a forever 3,000 image gallery scroll, I would turn off all photos and then just lock them into using FaceFinder tags for a better, more streamlined experience for them. Again, this is group galleries and or public galleries function this way. I am not sure. I'm going to go back over to my photo management so I can show what this when published. Before I set up a price. So over here, I'm going to go to the sheet that we made now, and it's going to bring up things that Bay has to offer in PhotoDay. So this event has a little bit of cheer and a little bit of dance. So I'm going to want to go in here and pull some cheer, and as soon as my computer loads, okay, there we go. So I'm going to pull some dance, I'm going to pull some cheer, and then maybe I'm going to also offer them a variety of, let's see, all purpose. So they have a little bit of variety to choose from when they're shopping for their products, because they get to pick their memory mate designs or their magnet designs or anything that has a design on it. They get to scroll and pick from the offerings and the designs that Bay offers. So now that I have that price sheet there, I can finally publish my job. When I publish a job, everyone that opted in is going to get a text message saying the gallery is now on sale, and they're going to get opted into a sequence of messages. So that sequence deploys right now when I publish. So you don't want to publish at 2 a.m. So make sure you publish during normal hours. And then they'll get a text only if they don't make a purchase. They'll get a text at day 3, again at day 5, day 7, day 14, and then finally at day 30. It's like a 30-day sales cycle when selling online, combined with your marketing strategy. They talk about in that other webinar. That kind of brings in all your sales. Majority of your sales are going to happen in the first 2 weeks, and the rest will follow weeks 3 and weeks 4. So over here under insights, I can see all the people that opted in. I can see when the last text message they received is the one I just sent when I published the gallery. So you'll continuously see. We'll also see the unique views of people actually clicking that link and viewing the gallery. So you can see if they're actually going all the way through and looking at the gallery and checking it all out. So all different things in there. So that is a very high level overview of the functionality of PhotoDay. I also have some detailed reports in here that I didn't show, but this is all for your taxes and reporting, and your reconciliation and things like that are all located here under reports, and you can filter those by date and by job, by information. But since we are over on time here, I just wanted to turn off my screen share for a minute, and I want to show you this last slide because I promised we would talk about, oh, here we go, all the fees. Okay, so here are all the fees for PhotoDay. So thank you guys for sticking around and listening to me for the last hour, and for Ryan too, because Ryan was talking too. It wasn't just me. So thanks, Ryan.
No problem.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Real quick, Wes, if you want to post the link for them to click for Bay Photo, if they just want to, if you guys want to sign up and just kind of get access to all this and play around with it, you're more than welcome to do that. It's totally free to sign up, like I said. We have no storage fees. There's no limits on storage or anything like that. These are our fees. So you have 10% of your sales, pre-tax and shipping. So that's on the retail amount. So if you sell something for $10, it costs you $1. Then you have the PhotoDay transaction, or the Stripe transaction fee, which is 2.9% plus 30 cents a transaction. The cool thing is that no more lab bills. You don't have to pay Ryan anymore. It's all paid when the customer pays. So no more giving Ryan all your money. So when your customer pays, everyone gets paid. We don't hold money. It gets deposited directly into your Stripe account as fast as those payments are verified and they come in. And then you can set the frequency in your Stripe account how often you want it to be transferred to your bank account. So that is all that we have today. Chris, oh, your question, 10% pre-tax, pre-shipping, pre-lab cost. No, that's, yeah, it's 10%. If you sell it for $10 and it costs you $1 to print it, you're still paying $10, 10% of the $10. So it costs you $1 for PhotoDay and $1 for whatever you sold that dollar item for that we marked up to $10 from Bay. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. But yeah, I invite you guys to try it out. If you have jobs that like stalled out right before this whole thing hit, feel free to upload those to PhotoDay and spread the word. If you weren't able to get back and do any kind of like physical proofing or anything like that, you can send them a link and direct them online. At least you can view photos and see what it looks like. So hopefully we can help any way that we can during all of this going on. So just let us know. We're here in the chat bubble. If anyone wants to talk more in like a one-on-one environment of possibilities, I'm going to add my email here. You guys can shoot me an email if you want. And this is lisa@photoday.io. And I'd be happy to answer any questions or work with you on any concerns. So thank you so much, guys. I hope
Thanks,
you stay
everyone.
safe and healthy through all of this going on. So, and like I said, if there's anything we can do to help, just let us know. We're here. So thank you, everyone. Have an awesome rest of your week.